Case study. Skid marks. The heart of every home can be the living room, kitchen, or in Bismarck's case, the upstairs toilet. Literally, whatever is most central in where you live is also most central to your inner universe. Like the hub of a wheel that, depending on whether it's gleaming and sparkly like that brilliant star that you are, or languoring in fetid belchiness like Jabba the Hutt keeping your inner Princess Leia, and come on, you know you want a Leia, from busting free, can determine the tone of what precisely is spinning around you. So as Bismarck's life was in the dumps, it was no surprise that where he took a dump, the one and only bathroom in the house shared by both he and his flatmate, was like one awful communal skid mark. A grungy, pube-spattered mini vista of the lethargy in which he found himself putrefying. Like the stoners they were, the little microcosm reflected the jumbled confusion and haphazard mutual energies in which they coalesced. Fingernail clippings cohabited with stacks of smeared, grimy makeup. Twists of used dental floss commingled with rusty razors and new ones. Coagulated toothpaste and talcum powder and shaving cream and ointments and oil-smeared containers and graying soap dishes. It was all just a giant, coagulated, stuck yuck. Now before you scream at me again, I leap energetically onto the podium once more and say that while I remain non-judgmental about your particular lifestyle and choices and shit, and understand that spliffing up every morning might be one of those choices, no recreational drug has ever, except in the mind of the user, made him or her prettier, smarter, funnier, or genuinely focused. And that's a fact. And you know I'm telling the truth because by now you've come to realize you're not talking to some stick-in-the-mud Capricorn or pushy pants, unthinking, slam your opinion against the wall anyway Aries, but a grounded, focused Virgo who happens to know everything about everything. That's a fact too. I have yet to see any home whose heart is anything else than an expression of the brilliant or cluttery, stale or spirited, sterile or loving mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual state of its inhabitants. So apart from the entrance to your place, which can indicate just what comes knocking or not at your door, the best place to start, as with all things, is at the heart. Even us wise-ass spiritual know-it-alls need to triple-check what we're spilling out into our worlds, despite our often snotty vehemence about having our shit together in that department. Those vision boards, so often touted as surefire superhighways to the building and achieving of your dreams, are often assembled with an undertone of whining and pining and the angst of not having the very things being pinned up on them, so that they lose the very fun of what they're supposed to be doing in the first place. And then they sit there, month after month, year after year, reminding us of the things we still don't have, creating an energetic ouch as we walk past. I went to one house with a vision board that was a telling mess, falling askew from its hook at a precarious angle, its pinned-up images tattered and barely visible, the board itself cracked and smashed against the wall, half hidden by stacks of unopened mail and magazines and dirty coffee mugs and empty takeaway packages, so that its real intent seemed to be a determination to block the very dream it was meant to represent. Like a middle finger to this vaguely funny but mainly sad personal bit of dream bashing, nearby, oddly discarded in the center of the room, was a big old chicken bone. And I mean old. Now, what would you think about leaving something rotten and picked clean of its sustenance right there in the center of your world, with your dreams smashed and buried in the corner, huh? Sometimes the signals we leave for ourselves are like giant road wrecks we don't even notice, even as we blindly step over the carnage and the hissing red flares in order to get to where we think we want to go. Remember this, the collage doesn't stop at the boundary edges of that vision board, pals. Your whole life is a vision, to be nurtured and shined up with a lightness of touch, a sense of fun, and a dash of easy expectation. So slap that noggin of yours a few times before you start looking. Sharpen up. And see what funny little notes you've staple gunned onto your own heart.